Hey, welcome to our podcast. My name is Raquel.
I'm Jessica.
And the title of our podcast, as you can see below, is called Listen, the Girls Are Talking. And in our podcast, we're going to be talking about a lot of things. Almost everything.
Literally.
We're going to be talking about relationships,
family,
heartbreak,
friends,
love,
life, careers,
kids, goals,
motherhood,
womanhood, childhood, parenting, everything.
Everything that you could think of.
Yes. We want to make this podcast a space for people to know that they can use their voices. You can be vulnerable. It's a safe, judge-free zone.
Amen. So, come enjoy the experience. So, we're going to start telling y'all a little bit about ourselves. So,
Jessica just had a birthday.
28. Girl, I'm excited, y'all. My knees starting to hurt. No, I'm just saying. No, I feel like chapter 28 is like at the mid to end of 27. You kind of like, well, I'm gonna speak from my own experience. Like, I just felt like structure and stability was like first in my mind. Like, I kind of always knew what I wanted to do, but I didn't know how I wanted to do it. So like, getting that end of my 27 era and going into 28, it was just like, I know what I want to do. This how I'm going to do it. And chapter 28, I'm just going to apply pressure behind myself. Other than that, everything is good. Still looking good. Feeling good. Keep going.
That's good.
On top of 28, I have 2 kids. I'm in esthetician school. I do hair on the side as a hairstylist at Key Style Salon. I have a hairline, make wigs. I'm trying to dominate the beauty industry one day. So anything I do has to do with beauty. I love beauty.
Be on the lookout.
Yes. Coming to a salon near you. No, just okay. Enough about me. Raquel.
So yeah, I am 27 and I have 1 child, and I'm currently trying to get my CDL to be a school bus driver. So that's currently what I'm doing right now. And, I'm just enjoying life, living.
Come on. Raquel just got married.
I did just get married November 20th. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a very beautiful thing. I highly recommended it. I do. I feel like when somebody is genuine as you, it can work. Like, it can work. Y'all both gotta be equally genuine and authentic and real.
That's raw.
Yes. So y'all gotta be on the same page for sure.
Definitely. One day, my day will come. Until then, I'm single. Yes.
She enjoying life though. So
yes, I'm living life, not in the fast lane, but I'm just living. So
I also feel like you can be happy outside of like being with someone.
Oh,
like,
of course.
If you can, being able to make yourself happy and loving yourself is a beautiful thing too.
Of course. Yeah. I'm just at a point where I care more about my career than love. But like you said, if I meet someone that's on the same page, then yeah, it could work. I'm not a selfish person. Now, if I get rich already without being married, I don't know how that's gonna work. He's gonna have to be rich too.
So, if you become rich, and
if I become stable, like house, everything that I want, all my dreams are met by myself. My dreams.
So are you going to feel like, well, I don't need a man as much because I'm at this place? Because what if you meet a good guy and his stability isn't on your level, but he does have a sense of stability? Would you still be interested? Like, what would it take? If you already at that place, what would it take for you to like consider or be interested in a man?
That equal give and take.
Okay.
Like we would have to establish like what's equal give and take for us. You know, like some people think of it emotionally, equal give and take. Like when I'm feeling down, can you pick me back up? Some people are like material equal give and take, which that doesn't matter to me because we could be together today and tomorrow, and I'm gonna take everything I came with, and I'm still gonna leave. So I'm that type of, and I'm the type of person that'll throw the stuff that you gave to me away. Like
you would throw it away?
Yeah, I haven't kept anything from my exes. I don't have anything.
You throwing it away though? Like, what if it's jewelry?
I've tossed.
You throwing jewelry away?
Yeah.
Dang.
Why would I rock a necklace that somebody gave me? Like, what if I get somebody, like, I don't know.
You saying like you don't want to have that baggage into a new relationship? Do you feel like that's baggage?
That is baggage.
I guess that's baggage.
Yeah. Clothes. I've had clothes and
you throwing away clothes?
I've gotten rid of that stuff.
I'm not throwing away no clothes. I'm not throwing away no clothes somebody bought me.
An ex?
It's mad though. I'm wearing it like it's my clothes. Like he bought it, but I'm wearing it though.
But what if he took it back?
That's petty. That's petty.
I don't know. I've done that in the past. I haven't really like kept anything. I didn't throw it away right away, but it's been times I'm like, I got this on for like, it's just tossed it. Like I could go by.
Like you don't want no memory of them.
Yeah, no. Like when I'm done, I'm done. Yeah, no. When I'm done, I'm done. I'm not the ex you could be friends with. I don't want to be a fucking. I want to be a friend though. Like that's not what we came in this to do. Like you knew at some point that we were like building something. I'm not the one that's gonna be like, oh yeah, let's hang out. No, delete
after
my
the
number.
breakup.
Yeah, like no. Mm-mm. So yeah,
I feel that.
Yeah, I mean, everybody has their own. But like I said, like as far as like equal give and take with certain things, like if I have a place, I want you to have a place. You're not about to just come to my place all the time. If I have a car, I would want you to have a car. You're not about to use my car all the time. And people be thinking like, why do you need that? We could just build on. No. Because you're driving, you're using my miles. You're using my electricity like that. Yeah. I'm going to pay. Like it's, I don't know. I feel like it's just certain conversation that you should have and touch bases with that. But I feel like at the end of the day, it might get draining. Like
that can be draining.
Yeah. That can be draining. Because like, what if the car messed up and we only have one car? Then what? If you don't have the money to get the car fixed, you don't have the money to get your own car. So exactly. You have to take that into because now it's a double loss, and now it's like I put myself in the predicament where I didn't have to put myself in that predicament. I could just left you in your lane and stayed in my lane, and then we cross lanes when we're ready. So that's just how I look at things. I also look at it that way because guys wouldn't do that for you. Have you met a guy that does that for you? They don't mind being nice, but it's something that they always want in return.
That's true.
They
have motives behind it's different their niceness.
Yeah. Like, yeah, that's just how I look at things. Standards.
That Everybody makes sense,
should have
though.
Standards. That's part of standards. Don't try to put yourself in somebody else's lane when you should be in your own lane because there's going to be somebody in your lane,
Mm-hmm. And then I feel like it'll be taken more from you than equally given.
Yes.
Like if you don't have these things and I have these things, that means you're gonna be trying to use the things I have, and you're gonna be doing more taking than giving to me.
And they try to use their reverse psychology. And I'm not saying it's only guys; it could be females too.
Yeah.
But they try to use that reverse psychology that we're building something. No, I'm building something. You're leeching. That's what you need to understand. Because without you, I have peace of what I built.
You already have things established.
I have things established. When you don't have anything established, what do you have to lose? No, you're not going to come in my place and F things up. Next thing you know, the blinds falling down, the holes in the wall. It could be anything. And you just be like, but this wasn't here. It wouldn't be that. Exactly. You just got to take that into consideration before sharing space with someone, sharing yourself, sharing your things with someone. You have to see people in their space, in their things, and see how they take care of themselves and their things. And then we can have them type of conversations. If they ain't got it, they shouldn't have to be having them type of conversations. I'm just gonna say that. You keep effing around, you're gonna learn. No, just then you're gonna be mad when you gotta no. Your car break down, then they gonna be gone. They gonna go back to their mama house or their daddy house or their grandma house and use the whatever way they've been using to get around. And guess what? You're gonna be stuck figuring it out. Not unless you meet a real one.
Yeah.
But a real one gonna understand because the real one been through that probably before. You get what I'm saying? You getting it? You catching on? Real one gonna understand that they gonna share certain experiences too. I don't know. You meet your person and you go by it how y'all want to go by it. That's just how I'm going by it.
I also feel like it shouldn't take for somebody to feel like, okay, once we start building, then I can get myself together. Like you gotta like as a person, you gotta know like where you at with things. Am I working towards this? Am I building towards this by myself? Yeah. Then like not trying to okay, well I know I can work on this once I get with so and so. Now we can build towards it. Like no, what are you doing outside of me?
Yeah,
you know,
come together. Cause like it's certain things I want to do on my own. Like my hairline and my hair dreams that what the goals I have towards my hair. That's me. Like that's something I'm doing for me. I'm not gonna say I don't want any help, but like that's something I want to accomplish and see the vision, my own vision on my own. Now, once that's where I want it to be, then I could touch base, team up with, somebody who has the same goals as me and we could build on something. But don't come in here and be like, oh, she got her own thing. I could go at the bam and then we could. No.
Yeah.
I'm putting in that work because it's going to one day pay off. Like, I don't need a handout and your name on my stuff.
Right. Like, and you just coming into it when you've been working ground up on it. Like,
exactly. Like, no. So I agree with that as well. Like, don't turn my goals into your goals. We should sit down and create our own goals together or what we want to do together. Don't just get in where you fit in my stuff because I'm very possessive over my hairline and what I've built. And so it's just not something you want to do. Let's talk about, we are already on the topic of like, quote unquote, relationships.
Yeah.
So
what advice do you have for someone who is looking to be in a relationship but likes like having their own space? So basically
me,
you.
But I haven't. So I like myself. I say don't
people relate to you. It's people like that.
I would say don't put too much pressure on it. Don't force yourself to be in a relationship if you don't want to be in a relationship. Take your time. I probably missed out on some good guys, or guys probably missed out on me because I wasn't ready or they wasn't ready. But I never beat myself up about it. Like you just gotta keep going because it's somebody for everybody. So, I was in a relationship for quite a while before in my younger years, like right after high school, and I think that's why I'm choosing now to just really focus on myself and, do what I wanted to do at that age, kind of reverse. I'm doing what I wanted to do at my younger age. I'm doing that now, but I've had kids already and I played that role of wife pretty much before I feel like, and, now I'm just doing the best that I can. But I'm not gonna put no pressure on no relationship. I'm happy. I'm focusing on my happiness.
Yeah.
I'm making stuff happen for myself, and I think that's way more. I'm more proud of myself now. I feel like it helps boost my confidence knowing that I could do things that I never thought that I would do. It helped me put my best foot forward. It made me go harder for myself. And yeah, that's just where I'm at right now. But like I said, I'm not. I will get in a relationship one day when the time is right. But as of now, I'm living, baby.
And that's good. Yeah.
So, what made you want to get married? No, what made you say yes? I'm not gonna ask because it's kind of just like everybody's dream. Like, even my dream is not like being single. I said you would one day want to get married. So, what made you just like yes, like out the blue, like yes? What did you think about if you were ready or not? Did you take that into consideration? Like, am I ready? Do I care about being ready? Am I healed enough? Like, what just made you just like in that midst of the moment? What was like going through your head when he asked you?
Um. So before that, I was doing like a year of like getting to know myself, loving myself, self awareness, all of that. So I'm able to understand myself better. And I feel like when I said yes, even though like I've been through so much this year, like even before him, I was like praying for a husband.
Okay.
I was praying for a husband.
So you were ready to get married?
I was ready.
Okay.
I was praying for a husband, and just preparing myself to be a wife.
Okay.
Yeah, I was preparing myself to be a wife.
One more question. Sorry. So do you think like um in your previous relationship you were doing like the wife duties, or do you think you were more so just like um yes, we were in a relationship, but I also had to kill with my best friend type of thing. So like y'all bond. It wasn't like a husband and wife type of thing. It was like a partnership type of
Yeah.
thing.
So I wouldn't say like I was doing wife duties because my child's father was was my best friend.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like partners. Like we was like a partnership, like lifetime partner. It felt like, um, yeah, and we just bonded. We just connected naturally. But I feel like my experiences in my past relationships allow me to know better what I want and what I look for in a husband.
Yeah.
And what I want to work on within myself too. Because I know like in relationships you can't just focus on, okay, well this person did this and that, but it's like, okay, what was you doing?
Yeah.
Because you not always like
Exactly.
you mess up too. Like
No.
it might not be as bad as them, but you know you did a little something too. So it's like, okay, they did this, but how could I have handled this better? Or, how could I have been better? So just reflecting on myself and trying to do better as a person, as a mother, as a wife. So yeah, I'm handling things differently.
Yeah. That's good. You really crazy to be like that's beautiful.
I did.
That's beautiful.
I
I
was like
always wanted to
preparing
be
myself.
like we just fall in love out of spontaneous like in a spontaneous way. I don't think I ever was like when I seen somebody like, well, that's gonna be my husband.
Mm.
I've always wanted to be like grow an unbreakable bond, a solid bond, and it's only because of things that like I've experienced in the past, and I I would want a lifetime partner, and I would want somebody that's really like I don't even know how to explain it. Like nothing can come between us. Like nothing. Like we both have good communication skills. We both have like even though we upset, we still gonna call or text. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like the bond is more important than the title than anything. So it was always like, okay, we gotta establish a bond. I don't have to know about your past. You don't have to know about my past. But like where we at, where we met, go forward from that. We don't gotta look back because I feel like when you, that's like hanging on to the past. But it's like, why are we hanging on to a past that neither one of us knew of before we met each other in that much? I mean, some things you do.
Some things you do need to know in the past, though.
Some things, but like everything, I wouldn't be like on nobody's hook by knowing everything, because then sometimes that could change the perception.
That can. That definitely can.
Like, never man type person, because I'm a never man type person. Like, I'm not gonna lie, and so that was like always my thing. Like, and I think that's kind of why I'm kind of like just living, because yeah, I keep talking, but you don't really get nowhere, because it's kind of be like there's no consistency. So it's like, how do we establish a bond
without consistency?
Exactly.
That's true.
How do we establish trust? You know, trust is big. Trust is number one.
That's huge.
Some people say communication is number one. I think trust is number one.
Honesty is huge for me too.
Yeah, because I don't know, how can you really trust somebody if they're not consistent with you?
That's true.
You know, it's kind of hard to communicate.
That's true.
Or like you start developing different communication styles. Like you mad because you not consistent with someone. You know, you start not caring about them because you don't talk to them a lot, or you know you don't really get past that first base with them, and it's kind of like, you know, a lot of people kind of overlook that and be like whatever, and it's like, oh yeah, we could be like whatever, but understand that we're just gonna be like whatever, you know. So that was always my biggest thing. A lot of people, I think, when they come to me, they be thinking that it's something else that I want. Now I just want the bond and the trust, and everything else to kind of fall in line under that. But if we don't have that, then I don't think we have anything. If we don't.
I think also learning what, because you know how we might look at consistency or communicate away, but I think learning how the other person, well, like what do they think of consistency and how do they communicate?
Yeah.
Like how important is consistency to them, or what do they consider consistency? Like your sense of consistency might be different from somebody else's, and mine might be different from somebody else. You know, so it's like, what do you consider consistency? How important is it to you? And learn how people communicate.
Okay, so what's your level? Like, how do you feel about consistency? What's your definition of consistency? Or like, what's your, yeah? Everybody has their own definition. So what's yours? Like, what do you feel? Because me personally, since I am a person who is very independent and is very like to be on the alone side, my level of consistency is literally like, you could check in, let me know that you're alive. You know, like, especially if we're not living together, like, yeah, that's not happening. But at least let me know like you're alive and how you doing, so we could, like, you know, we can have a 2-minute conversation. Then you can go about your day, and I'll be okay with that. You have to check in though.
Yeah.
You know, it might be different for you because you have a husband, but like on a boyfriend girlfriend level, like we could meet up some days. We could have fun, go out and, you know, kick it some days. But like, I definitely feel like we should check in daily.
Yeah.
We don't gotta be texting all day. That's a little on the clingy side. That's how I feel. But
what about on the phone?
On the phone is okay. But we don't gotta text, be on the phone, and FaceTime. No, I'm not like that.
All in one day?
No.
Wait, so texting, being on the phone, and FaceTime
all
in one day is too much? It's too much for you? How?
Because what do we have to talk about that much?
I feel like every day you getting to learn and know somebody. Like, I always got something to talk about. I can literally come up with things to talk about.
Where you got a FaceTime and call and
text? FaceTiming, you get to see their face. You get to see where they at. FaceTime, you get to see people's face, see where they at. On the phone, you get to see their background. Like, oh, okay, is they what they said they was at?
You right.
Phone call. I guess you just hear their voice.
I would prefer FaceTime than a phone call over a text.
Okay.
It's crazy. It's crazy because I'm not much of a texter. I prefer to text with my friends. Like, I think texting and FaceTiming with my friends, and that's because we like we're friends. Like, we send funny things.
Yeah.
Like, the way we kind of communicate is differently than how I communicate with my lover, obviously. But like a phone call and a FaceTime between those two are good for me. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that's cool.
I don't need to be all three though, because then I just hang up what you texting me for. Like, I'm like in my head. That's what
if this is your boyfriend,
but we just hooked up. Yes, that's how I go. What you texting me for now? What do you possibly have to talk about? You better not say none of that. Oh, you missed it already because it is giving clingy. Like, some people.
So
like
Jessica doesn't like clingy.
I don't like clingy, as you can see. I love my space. I like my freedom, and I don't like people to take it the wrong way, because people do take it the wrong way, where they feel like, oh, you just want to do whatever and do whatever you want. No, I'm not like that, but I don't like feeling like I'm tied down. I don't like feeling like that. So like that's the reason why I don't like titles.
So
I don't like
tied down is like commitment. What do you mean by tied down?
Like controlled, possessive, jealous. Always want me to be with them. Like, understand that I have my own life. Like, I need somebody to understand that I'm established already. You know,
Yeah.
like it's gonna take adjustments. It's not like we both doing our like spontaneous. Don't have like nothing too much established. Like, no, I have my own group of friends. We semi like meet up, like dance workout, or we go out to eat, or we have our days where we hang out. Like, understand that it's gonna be a little. It's kind of like a routine in my life, in a way. Like, understand that I'm established. Like, when you come in, we're gonna have to get things established. Like, we're gonna have to make some adjustments, and that'll be okay. Don't just come in and be like, make time for me.
Demanding things.
Yeah.
That's already established.
That's the quickest way to get you gone, and I'm going to do what I want to do, and then I'm going to come off as rebellious because I don't like people telling me what to do. And it's all about how you communicate. It's all about how you communicate. You could be like, just don't be demanding or controlling or anything like that.
So do you feel like when dating or as a girlfriend, you give the person a lot of space, or like how much space are you giving people?
I think I give a lot of space. I do.
And this is because of this is because you like a lot of space.
Yeah,
so what if they don't like a lot of space?
They need to speak up. Like, I'm a communicator. I'm going to be like, I like my space. So, yeah, in that midst of them times of that space, they're like, damn, ain't looks like this much space.
Right.
But you have to communicate that, because I'm also used to being alone. I was alone for years, and before that, I was in a relationship when we lived together. So I like my space even more. So it's kind of like
living together hits different.
It is. It's good.
It hit different.
It is. It's like from level 1 to level 10 though. It's like a big difference that you don't even think about.
Yeah, and you don't expect neither. You don't expect it to be a huge difference, especially if you spend time with them every day and they go home. You thinking like it's gonna be just like that. We just live together, but it hit different when you living together.
And I think that's why I would want somebody. I wouldn't want us to live together. I feel like you should live on your own, and I should live on my own, and we should get something together. I don't really know how I feel about somebody moving in with me or me moving in with someone in a place that they already in. Or a
Right.
place that I already in for the simple fact that like I'm gonna feel some type of way if you come in here trying to control my household. I am. And you might feel some type of way about me coming into your space and leaving my stuff everywhere. Like it's so much steps in I think situations and things you have to like talk about and act on and actually see for yourself before you move in with someone.
Yes. Really get to know somebody.
Yeah, don't be trying to help nobody out because they ain't got nowhere to go. That ain't happened to me before, but I'm just saying, don't do that because no, don't do that.
Don't just be moving people in after like a week neither. Like
Serial killers,
you don't know what
psychopaths.
people got going on in they mind.
What type of baggage they
And you
bring?
don't want to be used in the wrong way.
Yeah, like why would you bring
So
something that shit? I done bought the couch, the table, the bed set, and everything. You just want to lay here. Don't want to bring. You can't bring
bring what you
nothing. Can't
bringing? What
bring
you
you can't
bringing?
bring a pillow.
They bringing some shoes,
So,
drawers.
so now I gotta share my closet with you too. That's crazy. Like, no, you gotta really think. And that's what I'm saying. Like, my last relationship, it wasn't overly terrible, but it just makes you take everything into consideration the next time you even think about trying it because, like, you got to see that. You have to see how it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Start off small, spend the nights of each other's house, and go from there. But if they don't have a house that you can spend the night to, I mean, don't do it. Reconsider. Them the right type of conversations to be having. That's what you having. Like, okay, so we gonna get some stuff together type of conversation.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
See what they working towards.
Mm-hmm.
Why are they at the place they at?
Mm-hmm. And if they uncomfortable having those type of conversations, then
They not ready to
they're not
get it
ready to
together.
exactly.
They not ready to get it together.
That when bring
They
up the
comfortable.
uncomfortable conversations,
Yep.
that's gonna tell you everything you need to know. Definitely. I don't think there's any conversation that I'm uncomfortable having. Because it's either I want to do it or I don't want to do it. Why I have reasons for why don't want to, and there's reasons for why I do want to. But I know I'm not a fool. You know what they be saying? Don't let nobody little girl you. Okay.
How has dating been for you this past year? How has dating been? How has dating been? Like, how
um,
has your last year's journey of dating been?
they kind of been like, I never had my. I don't think I've always been like both feet in for dating. It's kind of been like one
Really?
foot in, one foot out.
Is that like a trust thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Um.
Or
Yeah. It's kind of like
was you really into them? Like, what? Why the 1 feet in and 1 feet out?
I never really cared about it. Like, if I went on a date, I went on a date. If I didn't, I didn't.
Hmm.
Like, I don't. I always cared, or I cared about people, but I don't to a certain extent.
Oh.
I want to date to a certain extent. Like everything has been like to a certain extent.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
it's confusing because like the situations have been confusing. They have. I haven't really been consistent dating.
You haven't?
No, but I've been like messing around with the same person for the last 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah,
And how has that been?
a roller coaster. a roller coaster because it's like you get tired of the same thing. It's like okay, you want to move in a new direction, but you don't know how to because you used to have things used to be.
Mm.
How to get on the same page and move into the right direction. I want to say.
So do you feel like the communication could be better? Because why? What's the disconnect when it comes to being on the same page? Like y'all trying to get further from where y'all at, but what's stopping y'all?
Me, I can't speak for nobody else but myself. So I'm gonna say like me is the communication and the trust. Um,
What does a man building your trust look like? Like how can they build your trust? Do you feel like that's possible?
yeah. I think it's possible. It's possible, and I don't want to make it hard because I feel like it's hard on my end to open up and trust people. But I feel like I don't always do that. I'm always willing to take a risk though.
Mm.
But in the simplest way, you have to be consistent. That's the only way that I can even think about trusting you is being consistent. You have to be consistent. You can't be like, I don't know. It's not gonna get nowhere if it's not consistent. That's the simplest way that I can really.
So
I don't care if you tell me your deepest like secrets. I'm not gonna trust you still. Just because
if
we
they're
have
not
deep
consistent,
conversations and
because there's no telling how many people they told that to.
exactly.
Like
It's not a bond to me.
if they telling you their deepest darkest secrets and they not being consistent,
Yeah,
how can you really take that?
exactly. I tell you my deepest darkest secrets. Anybody not my deepest darkest secrets, but my experiences of where I
Right.
was happy or when I was unhappy or like depressed or anything like that, where somebody would make show some empathy, and that's all it would be. You showing empathy.
Yeah.
You may look at me differently. Oh, like oh you've been through something, but you could walk away and still go about your day.
That's true.
It's it's a different thing. People just be thinking them talks be everything, and them talks really doesn't be talks. They don't really. I'm an adult now. Like I'm not ashamed of somebody, you know, knowing about the time I was depressed or mentally drained or something like that. Like
Yeah.
and they showed empathy for me. Like thank you. That's what I expect humans to do. Show
Yeah.
empathy for people that go through dark times.
Mm-hmm.
We're humans. That's what we're supposed to do. But that don't mean I want you to be my husband. Like that just means you have a good heart. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's when you can show up and show out. It's when you could, bring the table. When I'm tired and can't bring the table. It's when you could do the things when I can't do it, or vice versa. Because I know I can. So what can you do? And a lot of people don't know how to do that, but they want you to be all aboard with them. No, I'm not lifting a finger without me knowing if you're going to be there for me
Yeah.
in that way. Because when you go through real stuff in life and you want a life partner, you want that life partner to be able to take on the world with you, Because I can have those deep conversations with everybody. I have those deep conversations with my clients. I have them with
Yeah.
it's okay. Nobody should feel ashamed of what they've been through or anything like that. That's just how we support. I feel like that's how we support to be humans. We're people. We have emotions. We have feelings, and we have soft spots and things like that. Like somebody's scared to awaken your emotional side when they say
That's
something
true.
like that. But that don't mean like I'm not gonna put title on it because you showed me that you care. You know.
Mm.
Get the conversation. What about when this shit actually happened? Then where you was at?
Exactly.
That's stuff that I care about. Like when this shit actually happened, where were you? Nowhere to be found. So that takes away my empathy for the conversation.